Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome to another episode of the Mamapreneur Podcast. I am your amazing and fabulous hostess with the mostest, Robbin. Welcome to episode 67. Um, Thank you guys for rocking with us today. Today is going to be an amazing show. I get to spotlight four very amazing women doing great things in their respective fields. And I cannot wait for you guys to meet them and get to know their journeys. And hey, you may end up working with them one day. Just never know. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. For our newbies, welcome. Welcome to all the craziness. Welcome. But thank you guys for tuning in. So before I get to my ladies, before I get to my spiel, audience, I got to put you to work. So first things first, put where you're tuning in from in the chat, whether you're on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook. Put where you're tuning in the chat. I would love to know where you're tuning in from. It's been so cool doing analytics and seeing where people are tuning in from, and they're not quite from the US. We had a Barbados recently. I had what else did I see? And I was like, oh, it was like, I think it was Japan. I was like, okay, Japan. So again, we're trying to get the Mamapreneur brand out there on a global level. So hashtag global, okay? So first things first, let me know where you're from. Post in the chat. Also, if you are a business owner and you are in the audience, we're going to network within the chat. Please put your links, whether it's social media, your website. Please put those links or business name in the chat. You just never know who may need your services. You got to put it out there. So if you are a business owner, does not matter what kind of business you have, put that in the chat. All right. All righty. So also, before I get to my next point, this is an interactive show. So I want you guys to interact in the chat. So if you are agreeing with what people are saying in the chat, please, agreeing with what they're saying, post that in the chat. If you have a question that you want to be answered live while we're live, please post that question in the chat. I try my best to get to everybody's questions while we're live, and today's no different. So if you have a question, post that in the chat. Let us know where you're from in the chat. And if you are a business owner, post that in the chat with your business information. Let's support one another in business. All right. Couple things before I get to my first amazing guest. Make sure that you are subscribed to the Mamapreneur Podcast YouTube channel. For those who are watching us live on YouTube, make sure you press that subscribe button. Subscribe for sister once while you're on. And if you're not watching us on YouTube and you're watching us on other platforms, after the show is over, your homework assignment is to go over to YouTube and just click that subscribe button. Okay. So I post, the show is live there, and I post all kinds of content there, all things Mamapreneur. And so you don't want to miss out on those or updates. Okay. Also, make sure you hop over to the Mamapreneur website and join my mailing list. That link should be posted shortly to join the email list, because I'm going to be doing more emails and email marketing. And so you want to be on the list, because that you guys are a special bunch. So make sure that you click that link that is posted and make sure that you join our emailing list. All right. Lots of details to come there. Also, now booking 4 guest spots for the remainder of 2024. So I am now booking October of this year through the end of the year. So if you have not had the opportunity to come onto the show and you have an interest in being a guest, or you're watching us tonight for the first time, you're a business owner, you want to get more growth and exposure for your brand, the Mamapreneur Podcast is where it's at. So make sure that you reach out to me directly. shoot me a DM at Mamapreneur Podcast. That's Facebook, that's IG, or any other platforms. And if you're watching us through Power Team, make sure you reach out directly to Power Team, and they will be able to provide that info to me if you have an interest of being a guest on the Mamapreneur Podcast. Okay. Now, booking through the end of the year, spots do fill up quick. So if you are interested, this is your sign. This is your cue. All right. Also, I have a Facebook group that is a lot of supporters from the show. It's filled with female business owners from all over the country, and it is called the Mamapreneur Tribe. So if you are a female woman in business and you want to get your brand out there to other women in business and have that community and support, the Mamapreneur Tribe is where it's at. So you can find us on Facebook, and I will approve your request. So if you're a business owner, if you like to network, things like that, the Mamapreneur Tribe is where it's at. Holding events all through the year, so you don't want to miss out on those. And speaking of events, June 8th, which is coming up soon, for my DFW people, if you are a person that loves to connect and meet other ladies from all over the DFW, if you like to have a nice cigar, it is called Cigars and Conversations, a great way to meet and connect and network. I always tell folks, I always say it on this show wouldn't be here if I didn't go to a networking event. Get out there and network. True connection happens when you are in the room, okay? Nobody gonna knock on your door and say, opportunity, it's here. No, you got to get out there and meet people. That's whether you're an entrepreneur. That's if you have, if this is a corporate job, you got to get out there and meet people. So why not come to Cigars and Connections? Why not? So link has been posted. Hope to see you there. There are a few spots left for Cigars and Connections. So I do hope to see you all there. And the theme, there's always a theme with my events, but you'll see that on the link once you click on it, what that theme is, what your color scheme is. So we want to be in there. We want to be in there fly. Just for people to come up and be like, who them people? Not saying it like that, but anyway. So Cigars and Conversations, June 8th, join us then. Before I get to my next topic, I didn't give my shout out to Kesha Kesh, CEO of Power Team. 67 episodes in together, boo. Thank you for everything that you do. And she is my right-hand gal with all things Mamapreneur Podcast behind the scenes. Amazing. Thank you, Kesh. Gotta give her flowers up at every episode. So thank you, sis. All right. So before I get to my guest, I have a quick little discussion topic. I always love doing affirmations, so I love doing a nice little topic. So today's topic is give yourself grace. A lot of times we try to be perfectionists. We want things done a certain way, and that's great. Sometimes things don't always happen like we would like. Sometimes we don't always hit the certain goals that, that we have set for ourselves. So tonight, I want to talk about we're halfway through the year. June 1st will be here before we know it. Now, I don't know where 2024 went, but it's coming and going. Okay. So we're halfway through 2024, in the middle of Q2. We'll shortly be in Q3 come July. And maybe you haven't quite hit those business goals, those personal, professional goals, fitness goals. That vision board still up there, child, from January. You quite haven't gotten through a portion of what you have on your vision board. I stopped by today to tell you to give yourself grace. It's not too late to start. As long as you are breathing, it's not too late to start. So that's my quick little tidbit. So give yourself grace. It's not too late. And be like Nike. Just do it. Okay. All right. That's my little tidbit tonight. Short and sweet. We like to get to the point around here at the Mamapreneur Podcast. So, Kesha, you can put my ladies up now. My ladies. So, I have two amazing ladies, both doing great things, well within what they're doing, their fields, out here doing the doggone thing in the entrepreneurial streets. My first guest, it's her birthday, and she decided to spend her birthday with the little old person called the hostess of the Mamapreneur Podcast. I love her to pieces, so a little bit about her before I get to what she does. So we actually attend church together, serve ministry together, all the things, and have been a part of each other's lives for some time now. And I just love everything about Anya. Anya, just her spirit, just seeing her at church and how she works at church and is willing to, to help and get things done. She's just an amazing spirit. I remember when we met through a mutual friend and just connected immediately. And then to have more conversation, to know that she is the owner of Lady CEO, and she does a little bit of everything. Dear Sisters Podcast, co-founder of Walk of a Woman, media producer of I Am Wife Radio. She's a speaker, she's a brand manager, and I need everyone to type in the chat, give some hand claps. Happy birthday to Miss Anya Davis. Happy birthday. Thank you. Did you come off you, girl? It come off you.
Thank you.
Get ready.
All the things.
Get ready. You get ready for the sound effects. So welcome to the Mamapreneur Podcast, Anya. I love you to pieces. I'm so glad that you're here. Tell everyone about you and your amazing brand on your national holiday. Go.
First of all, thank you so much for asking me to be a part of your podcast, Mamapreneur. I'm honored that you will have me tonight. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. My name is Anya T.M. Davis. I am originally from New Orleans, Louisiana. However, I've been in Dallas 25 years. Telling my age there. I am the CEO of Lady CEO. Lady CEO brand came about because I wanted it to be known that whenever a woman steps in the CEO seat, we don't have to be mannish.
Mm-hmm.
We can be still a dainty woman and still take care of business. So what I do now is brand management and consulting. I no longer do Dear Sisters podcast. But I do brand management and consulting where I make it affordable, a little bit more affordable than more people on a larger scale. I like to say that not so much as a mom and pop shop, but it's a boutique business. I feel that we should sometimes put more money into the business instead of the services that we do need. But you're going to have to do more of the work when you work with me. So if you go to a larger company, they'll do the work for you. I'm not doing the work for you. I'm going to help you on that path. That's why it's cheaper. So I am a boutique business. I am media consultant where I do a media producer. I'm trying to think of all the things. Media producer where I help people formulate their radio show or their podcast, do all the things that Kasha is doing in the background. I do that. I help you. If it's a radio show, we put the music in, we do the segment. I do the segments. I do all of those things for you. Walk of a Woman was created for women, any woman, anywhere you are in life. Just to be a woman. So many times we wear so many different hats that we don't just get to sit back and be a woman.
Yeah.
So we create events. Me and my partner, we create events where women can just sit back and just be a woman. If you just want to come and just sit on the couch while everybody else is mingling and networking, that's fine. If you want to talk to someone, that's fine. It's just come as you are and jump in the conversation if you like, or just sit back and be a fly on the wall. So that's me.
I love it. I'm so glad that you're here. You do such amazing things, and just and I love that you have such a passion for women and helping women and helping people with podcasts and all the fun things of that. And you're a mommy.
Yes.
This baby ever.
I forgot, girl. It's new. It's still new.
It's
I'm 1
okay.
year in.
It's
I
okay.
am the mommy to Major. His name is Major, and he's a major deal. Okay.
He is. He is the church's child. I
Yes,
just want to
yes.
just put that out there. He's not just her child. He's everyone's child.
Everybody's baby.
He's just, if they see him, our church had something a couple months ago, and you just somebody picking him up like he's popular. I mean, he's the church's child. Why
Yes.
not? He's so cute. So,
Thank you.
um, so with the brand managing piece, how do you help someone start their brand from scratch? They don't have an idea kind of where to start, but they're like, I want to get into business, whatever that business is. I want to brand myself, but I don't know where to start.
Well, first we do a collection of ideas. What do you have in your mind? What is it that you're thinking that this business is, and where do you want to go with this business? So first we have to set that foundation. So that's what the branding is setting the foundation. So if you tell me I want to do a podcast, what type of podcast you want to do? Oh, I have all these different things. No, we have to horn it in. We can't do 50 million things. Now you can talk about 50 million things, but the podcast can't be 50 million things. Then after that, we look at, okay, what will be the best place for you to put your podcast? Because we have to reach that audience. And what's going to keep them coming back? What is the thing that's going to grab their ears? So for you, Mamapreneur, I'm not coming on here unless I'm a mom, or maybe I'm jumping onto being an entrepreneur. So if I was to work with someone like you, I would say, okay, so our audience is Mamapreneurs. So we have to brand ourselves for working with women, working with moms and entrepreneurs. So where are they? And what's going to stand out when I talk to them? So if they were thinking of a name and you told me I want to do a mom podcast, I would think of that name, Mompreneur. I hope I'm saying it right.
No, you're all right. Yeah.
It starts with the name. The name is the name of your brand. What's going to capture people? What's going to make them come in? What's going to make them say, I want to work with them? That's just like my business. So many people was like, that name, men ain't going to want to work with you. I have several men that want to work with me because I'm a lady. I am a lady. Let me keep
people saying that. Go tell people saying that. Your audience is your audience. Whoever is meant to work with you, they will come.
Correct. Period. So that's what we do. And then we think of a logo. What fits it? So I have a guy that I work with. Shout out to Corey. He does all my logos. He went to a church with me. So church. He used to go to my old church. He does all my logos for me. He has a knack. He has this knack that I can throw at him what I'm thinking, and he's going to create what it looks like. Mm-hmm. And every time he gets it right. I've sent people to him. He gets it right. Now I am brought on a content creator.
Nice.
He can help us with content. So in branding you, how often are you posting?
Can't do it once a day, once a week, and think somebody gonna find you now.
Right. And I'm horrible with posting. I will say that. However, people that I work with, no, you can't be. We have you on a schedule. Are you going out? People need to like you with the hat. If I see a person with a hat, I'm thinking of you. To me, that's a brand. That's a part of your brand. Yes. People don't think about that. It could be earrings. Every time I see you have festive earrings, it may not be, Lady CO, but you're going to remember those earrings, which is going to make you remember who I am. And that's all what a brand is. Nike.
Love it.
My mom was saying earlier, she said, SpaghettiOs. I don't know if y'all old enough to remember that.
I ate SpaghettiOs growing up. Yep, that's about it.
That's a brand. So we bring that in. So I find different little ways to get people to remember who you are, because that's basically what a brand is.
Absolutely. I love that. Now, within your consultant piece, is that more of a long-term thing? You have like a shorter term? Every consultant is different. So like, how long would your process be if someone was listening or watching right now and they were considering maybe, hiring Lady CEO, hint, hint. How how long would that process kind of be for them?
How long you need me to hold your hand? Because that's basically what I'm doing. I'm holding your hand, not in a bad way, because we need people to hold our hands through a process that we're not used to. Someone who knows what they're doing, but they're walking me through it. Some people, you could create a marketing plan for them, a business consulting plan for them, and they're going to go out and then they're not going to need you anymore. Some people, they're going to need you to hold their hand until they get to the next level. It all depends on who the entrepreneur is and what all do they need. You don't have to see me every month either. I can give you some homework, you go knock it out, and then in 3 months we reevaluate what I've given you and what else you need in order to step into the next place that you're trying to step into.
Love that. Love that. What's next for Lady CEO?
Lady CEO, I am in the process of writing a book. It's called Creating Space to Become. I can tell you that I don't know when it's going to drop because I am still working on
process.
all the things. But that's what it is, creating space to become, because to me, becoming is my brand. Becoming is your brand, to become. And then you'll realize that you never officially become, because then you have somewhere else to reach. Once you become, or it gets to be wherever you want it to be, you find another thing to reach out to. So that's the next thing. I am a journalist as well. So I'm looking to possibly get back into that, into writing and writing more.
You got it. You can do it. You got it. Hey, let me tell you something now. I know I juggle and do a lot, but baby, you doing it, and you was like me when Kelton was that little. So I think you take it up a step further. And I say, this baby here. I said, when she rest?
I tell people, to be honest with you, because I do a lot with church, and that's real. But
that's what I'm referring to. Go ahead.
I could do most of the things right here at my house. I can even talk to somebody. Just don't mind him. He gonna climb on his mama, and that's fine. But I can still talk to you and give you what I need to give you while I'm on the phone with you. Yeah. And if I need to meet you, I have such a tribe of people. It's not just me. I have a village. I have people who I can call on, church, non-church, and be like, can you watch him real quick? I gotta go take care of some business. And it will watch people in my life group. Everybody.
That's the blessing of life groups and all, and having that community.
I just have people who will do it. And I'm an actress, so I'm looking to take on some more roles. I did some production on a movie that's going to come out later on this year. It's called Christmas with the Fam. So be looking out for that one. It's going to be a Tubi movie. I am in a couple of Tubi movies now, so you can just kind of look me up. So doing some more acting by the end. This is good. That is good.
You gotta just work. Let everyone know how you can be followed before we close out.
Okay. I am ARNYA. Yes, the R is silent. TM Davis on Facebook. Also, Lady CEO LLC on Facebook. That's my business. That's my semi-business personal page. On your TM Davis, I do believe that you should have a personal and a business Facebook page. That's me, and an official business page. That's just me. On Instagram, it is Lady, and Lady is spelled with an I, is lady.ceo on IG, and on Facebook is Lady CEO, like I said, LLC.
Awesome. Thank you so much for spending a little time with us on your national holiday. Happy birthday. May this chapter surpass any chapter that you've, for anything that you want to accomplish in this chapter. I pray that God will surpass your expectations. So I put that and send that your way.
Thank you, sis.
Thank you so much for coming. She's so amazing. All right. My next victim is Dr. Margarita S. Johnson. Dr. Margarita is the founder of Stand for Sisterhood. That's Stand with the number 4, Sisterhood, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that is committed to standing in solidarity for the betterment of girls and women. And her core values are shine bright like diamonds, stand in solidarity, and serve selflessly. I need the people in the back to be loud and clap and give Dr. Margarita S. Johnson some love. Hey, girl.
Hey.
I'm so glad that you joined us. I've followed you and seen you in different capacities for some time, but it's been great. It was great to meet you at the event. God, what is it called? Revive. Oh God.
Youth Revive. Youth
Thank
Revive.
you.
Youth Revive.
James is gonna kill me for messing that up. Youth Revive. I got to come and be a judge at this event that was here in town. Where ninth graders, it was like a little science fair, but it wasn't a science fair. They had presentations on different issues, and they
community,
had
social issues. Yeah.
Social issues. And so it was really intense, but it was good to see. I was proud of those ninth graders because my son will finish 8th grade tomorrow going into 9th grade. I'm like, yo, he needed to be here for this. But he was in school.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. So tell everyone about you and your amazing brand. You're doing amazing things. Go.
Thank you. Yeah, so like one of my core values is to serve selflessly. So to the core, I'm a servant. I just love serving people. I love my focus areas, of course, is girls and women. But since I've been a little girl, I mean, people just always came to me for solutions, and I've just had the heart to serve. I've watched my grandparents serve in ministry, my mom, and so it's just a part of my DNA. So I made Stand for Sisterhood an official 501c3 nonprofit in 2016. And we go into the schools and we mentor 9th through 12th girls with our Level Up Club, just empowering them to level up, never settle, to always level up in their goal setting, their execution, their accountability, positive mindset, just all of it. And don't settle. And then we also partner. We've been serving on the National Academy of Finance for 7 years, and so we provide enrichment experiences for DISD students. We do internships, we do mock interviews, resume writing, just whatever they need. We do that, and then throughout the year, I have my own mentorship program called Full Core, which is where the 4 comes in and stand for sisterhood. We're bridging the generational gap among girls and women. So we bring the baby boomers, the Gen X, the Gen Zs, and the what I missed? Gen X's.
Millennials now, because we kind of fall under the millennials a little bit. I'm like, I don't believe I'm a millennial. Whatever. Keep going.
Yeah, so all those 4 generations, we bridge the gap, we bring us together. And we share the well. I believe everybody has a well, whether you're young or old. So we share our wisdom, experiences, love, and legacy together. We have those generation conversations. We do personal and professional development.
Love it.
And then on 4th Sunday, we have Sister Supper. So that's a beautiful time for us to just break bread and fellowship amongst each other, all the different generations. And then I host my annual signature summer camp called Diamonds in the Rough. So that's coming up. That's what I've been planning and just giving all of my heart and time and attention to. We host 20 to 25 girls every year, and they actually stay with me overnight, 7 days, 6 nights, and we tackle everything from mental health to STEM, financial literacy, professional development, life skills. They do field trips. Oh my God, they do so much. It's crazy. And we have some amazing partners who make this happen for us. Dress for Success is one of the ones. They've been partnered up with us for like 4 years. Walmart is one of our grantors who helps us provide camp scholarships to these girls. I mean, we have so many wonderful, our venue sponsor, the Help Studios. It's so many people. I'll be here all day. The State Fair, Prosperity Bank, so we have some great sponsors who helps us make this happen for these amazing girls, ages 10 through 18.
I love that. In such a pivotal age, to kind of be able to pour into the girls, especially those that are in high school, getting them ready for college readiness, what that looks like. Because some of the young ladies may be in homes where they're not getting that information. And so that's great that you're called to be able to do that, to be able to provide, etiquette, whatever that looks like. You're providing those different things.
We do etiquette. We do it all. Etiquette, social media etiquette. We do a college tour every camp, just exposing them to higher education.
Yes.
It's so much. I can't name it all. They start off a meet and greet at the camp at Epic Water Parks. So we've been at Epic Water Parks for the past 3 years, just so the girls can have fun and get to meet each other, or those that are returning just get to welcome the new girls. So it's just a fun experience for them. They love going to the water park, and just to be welcoming them that way.
How many now do you have?
We have 16 right now. So we have about 4 spaces left, and we have did no advertising.
No, and that's why I'm asking.
So we have about 4 spaces left.
That's why I'm asking, because the bulk of the audience is DFW. So if if someone is listening and they have a young lady around the age range, they may call you and may need your services. Now, do you is it just Dallas ISD young ladies or just DFW?
Oh no, we have girls who we've had girls who've come from Mississippi, Tyler, Texas, Plano. I mean, the girls come from all over the Metroplex for the camp.
Right, I'm saying in general. In general.
Yeah, okay. In general, they're from everywhere. Yes. Okay. They're from everywhere. So cool. I mean, if you want to come to the camp and you want to participate in fundraisers, then we will make sure you get a part of the camp. So it's open to whoever wants to be here, and you positive and you want to stay positive and you want to help others like positive. We like positivity because it's a whole week. It's a whole week. So we don't do drama for a whole. We can't do drama. No, we empowering these girls, and we're not cliquish. We're not standish office. We have digital downtime. So as soon as they check in the camp, they have to check in their phones. We're not going to be on the phone the whole camp. So they have to turn them phones in, put the phone down, and I'll need you to connect, have some human interaction with the girls that's right in front of you. So they make some meaningful relationships. Some of the girls that come in as strangers, but they leave as sisters, and they stay in contact, forever. So it's amazing.
That's awesome. And
hey Felicia, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in. And it was just an honor that in December. Hey, that's my sis. That's my first sister, actually. It was just an honor that in December, because you don't do work for accolades or recognition. I do what I do because I know God has called me to do this. At one point, I didn't know my purpose. I didn't know what I was here to do. But once God revealed it to me, I've been going ever since, and it's just been a blessing. But to receive the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award for what I do, it was just like God it was just God to me saying, "I see you."
Stop real quick. I need you to say that again. Yes. You won the what?
Yes.
The what again?
Presidential Lifetime Achievement.
Okay, that deserves some hand claps. Hand claps in the chat.
Yep. Thank you.
Amazing. So, talk about the camp, and if for anyone that's listening right now and they want to register or know more information.
Yeah. So if you have a young diamond, I call them my diamonds. They're your daughters, but they my diamonds. And they just need a little polish. They need some life skills, or they need a confidence boost, or they just need to be in a safe space to where they can share. I mean, we bring in trauma life coaches, and these girls have breakthrough. Like at this camp, we're not playing no games. Like, we're really trying to prepare these girls for the real world, and we want them to heal before they get 35 and 40. A lot of us, we didn't heal till we was 35 and 40. Well, I want them to know that healing is available to them right now for whatever trauma, whatever they've been through, abandonment, rejection, abuse. We bring in licensed therapists who helps them navigate that, give them skills. And so if you just have a young lady that just needs to be around other positive young women, they need to be exposed to other stuff besides on their phone, then Diamonds in the Rough, this is the camp for you, and we welcome you. Like I said, we are limited with space. We're praying that one day we will have our own campsites where we can host as many girls that will want to come. But right now, we're limited to about 20 to 25 girls, just through the transportation. But if somebody want to give a grant or give some money, then hey, we can make it happen.
You can post the website so y'all can go ahead and give. Yes, we can do that.
Yes. So check out the website, www.stand4sisterhood.org. We do have an upcoming fundraiser. We partnered up with Penn Stack, Los Colinas. Come and both strike out with us. Strike out this fundraiser with us and help us provide camp scholarships to the girls that are financially disadvantaged, but they do want to come and be a part of the camp.
Well, Dr. Margarita, thank you so much for being a guest on tonight's show. I am just very
Thank
grateful
you.
that for your yes and for coming on, not only dropping those gems and all things, but to um, lend a hand to those who need that, to those girls that need those diamonds that
Thank
need
you.
need a little shaping, just a little
They
shaping.
need
That's
a little, just a little polish, just a little
a little
polish. Yeah.
polish, and
Yes.
just
Yeah. Oh, look, and we do have a camp, a graduation for the girls that's open to the public on
okay.
Saturday, July 27th. If you want to come and see these girls perform and show you what they've learned through the whole camp, join us. Saturday, July 27th. We have vendor spaces available. We've turned it into a whole, it's called the For Her Resource Fair. So all things for girls and women is free. Come out and support these girls. And also you can network and shop and eat and do all those things too at the For Her Resource Fair.
Okay. Amazing. Thank you,
Yeah.
sis. Thank you so much for coming on today. I'm extremely proud of you and everything that you're doing, and the blessings are going to
Thank
continue to come
you.
back to you tenfold. Thank you so much.
I receive it. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much. Have a great day. Hey, y'all, make sure that you, as Cash is bringing my other two up, make sure that you are giving these ladies some hand claps in the chat. They are out here doing great and amazing things. Standforsisterhood.com, .org. If you want to be a sponsor for Margarita's nonprofit, or if you want to be a vendor at her event, or if you want your daughter to be a part of her program, please reach out to her. All right, I got two more coming, y'all. Two more. So I have these two amazing ladies, and I get to tell you about the first victim that I'm gonna give a hard time. Not victims, I'm just giving them a hard time today. So the first person I'm going to shine a light on is Miss LaSharian McClellan, owner of Noir Radiance, and she is out here doing great things for natural hair care. Hold on, Kesha, close up real quick so I can show off my shirt. So she gifted me this fabulous shirt, honey. And so she's out here doing great things, has a passion for natural beauty, natural hair. She has these amazing hair growth oils. I think it's one of the bottles I got was like vitamin oils. And she's just doing great things. I know she has some other things that she wants to talk about today that she has coming out. But we're going to put the close up on LaSharian. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss LaSharian McClellan, give her some hand claps in the chat and some not drum roll.
Thank you, Robbin. Thank you.
Hello. I'm so glad that you're here. And tell everybody about you and your amazing brand.
Well, no radiance. Well, let me back up to the beginning. My daughter and I, Leah, and actually she's on the call as well. We started, when she was young, we decided, we said, hey, hopefully someday we will have our own brand and market some oils or products for natural hair, because I never put a relaxer on her hair. Mm-hmm. And so I had to learn the hard way, because I put a relaxer on my hair and I had a lot of damage. Mm-hmm. I wound up having to cut a lot of my hair off. So it inspired both of us to take an extra step forward. So what we did was we started creating these products, these natural products, which are all organic, 100% pure. We started developing those in our house. We basically started in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. So eventually, and you always hear a lot of testimonies about products and the starting from home. A lot of beauty brands start from home. So we've been doing this for approximately about 5 years or so. So last year, we pretty much got serious and kind of launched back in February. Mm-hmm. We created a website and we started at our church. And my church has been very supportive by the grace of God. So it kind of evolved into what it is now today. So we've been moving forward. We try to make not only just a brand for natural hair and beauty, but also try to give women from the age of 27 and 70, not just limiting it to those, and even males, the ideal of changing their lifestyle view on natural hair care, natural skin care. So we said, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take a holistic approach on this thing. So we started out by buying 100% pure products. So everything is 100% pure. Everything is handcrafted at home in our own lab. We actually create these. We make sure all of the bottling, everything is sterilized. I mean, and we do not, as far as the natural carrier oils, we do not put them in the microwave. I mean, everything is pure. So, and we don't want it to lose its potency. So a lot of our products, the integrity is high. We spend a lot of time on that. There's cruelty free. We also think about that as far as our environment. It's so many things that we put in account as far as how we want to present No Radiance to the public. So this has been a lot of fun, and we plan to have more natural products as well to come in the forefront pretty soon. So other than that, that's pretty much the background of No Radiance and how we got started.
Talk about the amazing hair growth oil.
Yeah, so I'm coming back to at church, the support that I've been getting from my church. My first lady last year, about a year and a half ago, she went through chemo and she lost all her hair, her eyebrows. I mean, everything is completely gone. So once she got through her treatment, she was like, my hair is not growing. And I said, hey, why don't you try No Radiance, my daughter and I brand for your hair? Give it a try. She was like, well, you know, I been really having a hard time. And so I hadn't really seen any results. So I said, well, give it a try for a few months and see how it goes. So what she did was she tried it for a few months, and she was like, in a few weeks, she was like, oh my God, I'm seeing a little fuzz. Something is going on. So now, and as you look on the Instagram post, you will see pictures of her, how her hair is really growing in, and it's really thick and full. So the natural hair serum, the growth oil, is one of the top products that we sell. I think I know she's been very happy. And that's one thing about women, when we lose our hair, it really affects us because our appearance is pretty much the first thing you see.
Absolutely.
On a woman is their hair. So this gives women more confidence in who they are and how they present themselves to the public. So it's been really rewarding, not only just thinking about selling a product, the lives of women that we're touching, and also men as well, that we're touching their lives, and we are giving them a sense of hope and reassurance that, hey, life is going to continue on. So
Love that. Talk about what's coming up next, product wise for your
well, what's coming up next? My daughter and I, we have been planning for several new products. We hadn't actually, I'm not going to actually say what they're going to be because it's going to be a surprise.
Okay.
But it will be something for your hair and skin. I do have also, and which I forgot to mention, is the cream, the body cream for eczema. That's one of the good things. I think actually there is a client in DC. Her son has a real bad issue with eczema. And she basically told me a while back, actually she calls me all the time, and she told me not too long ago, she said, LaSharon, she said, you know what? This is the only thing that I've been able to find that's helping my son with his eczema. And she loves it. And she's been a faithful purchaser. She's always been very supportive. So we have different testimonies. It's not just completely about the hair growth oil, But hopefully, as far as new products that will come out, it's going to be something. I will tell you this: it's going to be something for your natural skin, because, as I said, we always want to take a holistic approach, because we want to make sure that what you put on your body or in your body is all natural. And that's what God wants us to do, because we see a lot of stuff on the market that we know that are not FDA approved, but we still buy it. So we try to keep that integrity in our products.
Awesome. Let everyone know how they can get onto your website tonight and get some products. Where are you going to send them?
What you can do is you can go to www.norradiance.com, or we're also located on, as well as Facebook, norradiance.com, where it's at Norradiance. And basically, you can find us at pretty much anywhere. Just Google us. The site will come up, the website will come up when you Google us.
Awesome. Well, I am very proud of you. I love what you're doing for natural hair. As a person in the beauty industry, I love it when we're catering toward natural hair, where so many things are taking our hair out. Now people are, having to use things just to grow their edges back, child, so on, so forth. So you sent me some oil. I was like, thank you. We're going to use it. And I can tell in a certain area as well. So who appreciates it? I do. So thank you, and continue doing what you're doing. And I am here to support in any way possible for you. Thank you, Mr. Sharon.
Thank you, Robbin.
Thank you so much. All righty. Last troublemaker of the night, to give her a hard time, is the amazing Tan, Miss Tan P. So Tan, honey. Okay, so a term we use on this show, we use a term called Jackie of all trades. And we're just gonna put Tan in that bag of tricks there, because she got a lot going. Okay. So we got published author, digital e-commerce product manager, passionate freelance writer, strategist for authors and creators. She got a podcast, child. She publishing people's books, and and then she has her bookstore. Remnant Media Services. Ladies and gentlemen, next to myself, the other Jackie of all trades. Hey girl, welcome, Tan. Welcome.
Hey, Robbin.
Glad you're here.
I'm so happy to be here.
Yes. Doing such great things.
Yeah.
Publishing streets.
You are too. I'm loving the podcast.
Oh, thank you, babes. Thank you. Tell everyone about your amazing business and brand. Go.
So I am, as Robbin stated, I own Remnant Media Services, and we are very multifaceted as we help people publish their books, their devotionals, workbooks, journals. And then I also work on the technical side. So if you are interested in having a website set up, e-commerce store, Shopify, all the things that people are using, especially now, right, to get their brand out, to even get their voice heard. I always tell people that we're here to amplify your voice. So a lot of people, Robbin, they want to write books, or they do a lot of scribbling, I would say, in their journals, right? Or, you have the person that go to church on Sundays and they write down Bible study notes. But a lot of that can actually be used for them to write their own devotional or journal, or, something that they've learned, and they can get that published and share it with their audience or with people that need what they've learned. And so we like to definitely sit down, as, mentioned earlier, and try to figure out what is it that people are interested in. Everyone has a book in them, but it's about finding out what that book is and getting past the fear of writer's block, or just feeling like you can't move to the next stage. And that's where we come in to try to ease the process, to even help out with, just anything considered, or with branding. So as you stated, I'm also a published author with my bookstore. So Remnant Media Services is my servicing company. and Remnant Media Publications is my online bookstore. And there I have the store set up. It's at realmpublish.com. Anyone can go there and access. I have different book bundles, different titles, and we're adding books daily almost, just to make sure that we have content that resonates with our audience. And so, yeah, that's definitely what I do, and want to make sure I share it out with your audience.
And talk about your podcast. You do so much.
I know it. So I have my podcast, and it's called the Prudent Podcast. Now, this is for people, just as I mentioned earlier, that are interested in publishing. They are also interested in, even writing journals or just anything in the literary space. That's where we provide that podcast. And it's really encouraging, right? Because I want to be able to talk people through the process. We had the last episode was uncharted territory. So just talking about entering into that territory of the unfamiliar as a writer, right? And really crossing those boundaries, not being stuck in our comfort zone, but coming out of that bubble, as Robbin mentioned earlier, as far as when you go out to network. So you're coming out of your bubble and you're, coming out of what's familiar to you so that you can go past and do the thing that you desire to do. And that's, again, anything in that publishing space, digital services. And the podcast is dedicated to those individuals that need that encouragement and that may even want us to come alongside to help them.
That's so amazing. We had a person on a while back, and she was an author, and she was talking about how much she was lucky to have a book coach. She felt like she needed it, and just like that book coach kept her accountable through the process, especially when it was a part of the book, like she just didn't feel like writing, where it might have been a hard book to write, a hard part of the book to write. Mm-hmm. And that person kept her accountable throughout the process, where she could finish the book. I guess they had an allotted time frame to kind of even just finish the book. So if you're an author out there, you're thinking about writing a book, and you may not think that you may need a coach, you need a coach.
You do. Yeah. Especially the first time, right? Because that's when you're really facing that fear. And, at first you're thinking, oh, I can do it. I got it. But then that's when you start hitting those roadblocks and, where are you going to publish at, or how are you going to do it? So at least having someone to come alongside you, to coach you, to help you, to even guide you along that way is always good to have. And I'm a big person in collaboration. I think collaboration is key, right?
Yes,
so
it is.
Have more people behind you that's pushing you and leading you, and even giving you the right way to go, where you don't have to face the obstacles or the roadblocks that they've hit, then it's a win-win for everyone.
And sometimes I tell people that second pair of eyes, it makes a difference with the second pair of eyes. You do not know everything. And you sometimes you need that second pair of eyes to kind of look at what you've written. Or in this case, typed up, because we ain't writing down on no paper no more. What you done typed up, child. Sometimes you need that second pair of eyes, and maybe sometimes that can help your perspective. They may see something else.
That's right. Robbin, even to this day, like I'll write something. I wrote it for a back of a book cover, right? To me, it looked good, but I have a few friends that are editors. So when I send it over to them, they're like, take this whole paragraph out, restructure this sentence. This could be said better. And I'm thinking, oh man. So if I didn't have that second set of eyes, like you said, just that one track mind, I would have thought that what my content was good, but it needed to be refined. I needed that second set of eyes.
Yes. Talk about digital products. It has become so popular now, where you used to go to the library and used to get the physical book.
Right.
Now there's so many ebooks that are out there now. And if someone is wanting to write an ebook, kind of talk about that process, because it seemed like it's a very easy one to kind of just get started.
Yes, definitely. So I always recommend with anyone, if they're just wanting to start out, that I love ebooks. And you know my technology background, so you know I like anything with digital products. So ebooks, they are one of my favorite digital products. And so getting started, the process is not hard. The main thing is, like with anything, is just getting that content on a paper and or on a computer, right? Like we stated, like a Google Drive or whatever tool that you're using to write down your information. The main thing about a lot of ebooks is that, or the ones that I've designed recently, most of it may be content heavy. So it's just about making sure that the flow is good, even the aesthetics, the design, just ensuring everything flows correctly in that ebook where you're still capturing that audience. But it's very good to do an ebook before you even decide to do a paperback or anything along those lines, because that's something that can probably be done quicker. If you're looking at, 30,000 words or less, and even plugging in different templates and working together just to get that published, that's always a good start. And then I always encourage people, like you said, digital products. Right now, what I'm loving are audiobooks. So most of my books that I'm like releasing, I'm actually releasing every, part. So I'm doing paperback, ebook, hardcover if I can, a study guide, as well as an audiobook, because I don't want to miss anybody in my audience. There are still some people that don't like ebooks, right? They still prefer the paperback,
the actual book. Yeah.
The actual book. And then there are some people I've run across, especially at networking events, they like audiobooks. So now I'm like, okay, I need to provide that content. So it's just being kind of right there in the middle of the road. But really, I do love those digital products, the ebooks, audiobooks, and everything that's just, it just brings the book alive to me.
Absolutely. So what's next for Remnant Media? What's next, girl? You doing it all. What's next?
Well, like you said, I'm doing it all, but I'm kind of, embracing it. Right now, I'm looking at in the next quarter, right? Because it already seems like this quarter is already gone. So I'm already planning for about Q3. And at that time, I'm looking to do some workshops, definitely a lot of virtual workshops. And right now, I'm pushing very heavy, just trying to get people to go to my online bookstore. That bookstore that I have set up, the Remnant Media Publications bookstore, like I said, it has all of our content on there, our paperbacks, our ebooks, audiobooks, everything is on there. And that's actually used for me to fund a nonprofit. So I'm actually pouring that money back into, a nonprofit organization that I'm standing behind. So definitely, telling people that it's a charitable contribution. You'll be supporting other businesses, definitely a Black-owned, female-owned business, and just being able to pour out to others and really push it forward. And whenever someone goes to the website, one thing that I am letting them know is that we have an affiliate program. So our affiliate marketers, if you are dependent on the who the affiliate is, you can get up to 20%, right, on our products, just by letting people know that the books and the products or the audiobooks that we publish, if it has touched you, then why not share the wealth with somebody else and then get paid for it?
Absolutely. So love that. Yes. I'm so proud of you. Okay. Let everyone know how they can purchase an ebook. If we got an inspiring author that's watching or listening right now, how can they get a hold of you? And how can you just talk about all the websites? Go.
So if they want to find me on Instagram, it's Tanisha Writes. And on there, they can find me directly. Then they'll be able to find access to my Remnant Media Service page and my Remnant Media Publications. But to access our online bookstore is RemPublish, RemPublish.com. And when you go on there, you'll learn more about the affiliate marketing program. You'll find my ebooks, audiobooks, and on the About page, I have where you can actually schedule a time to talk about publishing. So if anyone's interested in publishing services, it's a one-stop shop on that RemPublish.com. And we have slots open, even for people that want to do ebooks, journals, devotionals, organizations that want to do workbooks. We have a few slots open. So we're definitely available on that website, RemPublish.com.
That is awesome. Congratulations on everything, sis. Just very proud of you.
Thank
what
you.
You're doing. And it can only go up from here, girl. So
It's gonna go
keep
up.
going, keep pushing with everything that you're doing. Congratulations.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight for episode 67 of the Mamapreneur Podcast. Don't forget, if you are interested, if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and you're interested in joining us for Cigars and Conversations, that is June 8th. The Eventbrite link has been posted. Make sure you register, and I hope to see you there. And I'll see you all in 2 weeks with some amazing business owners from all over the country. You guys have a blessed night. Thank you, everybody.